This episode is sponsored by the Amazon Fire TV Omni series. After taking audiences deep into the world of Blade Runners, Mexican drug cartels, and the Spider-Verse, French Canada's greatest hero since whoever put gravy on cheese curds is back with an adaptation of a novel that seems really dense, but at its core is about getting high while your workaholic parents are distracted.
Guys, I'm sorry, sir. It won't happen again. Go.
Dune. They said Frank Herbert's epic tale was unfilmable, and for a time, it looked like they were right, or at least mostly right.
I did not say this. I am not here.
But Denis Villeneuve's epic new vision proves that the secret to the perfect adaptation was staring us in the face all along. Just do half and worry about the rest later. Hey, we're great for George R.R. Martin. He'll wrap up Winds of Winter right after this blog post about New York football. Okay, this one. This one. After this one. Okay, one more. Okay, two more. And that's just from this season. It's 10,000 years in the future, and the only surviving piece of Earth culture is the bagpipes. This civilization runs on spice, magic sparkle dust that enables space travel and makes bagpipes sound like way better, man. The Emperor has awarded House Atreides control over the desert planet Arrakis, the universe's only source of spice. But he has a secret plan to betray them, along with Baron Harkonnen, what Darth Vader's left nut looks like under the armor. But luckily, the Atreides have some of the galaxy's most brilliant tacticians, skilled warriors, and they're well aware they're entering a trap, so there's plenty of time for them to still get their asses pounded into the sand like Anakin burnt Watto's dinner.
I don't like sand.
Now, the only hope for the future of the House of Hotties is sad boy Paul, who picked the worst possible planet to be an emo kid. He's a lonely, sullen teen with psychic powers who would be a perfect fit in the X-Men universe. Unfortunately, on Arrakis, Professor X just teaches you how to recycle your piss.
Inside the mask, you'll find a tube to allow you to drink the recycled water.
And how to electric slide across the desert like a bar mitzvah DJ with heat exhaustion.
Follow me. Do the same moves.
They did not need to adapt this part. With their house nearly destroyed, Paul and his mommy will set off on a treacherous journey in search of the Fremen, blue-eyed stand-ins for oppressed civilizations who believe everything, and I do mean everything, is best settled via knife fight. In fact, most of the conversations in this film take place at knife point.
With your permission, sire, I must check the integrity of your system.
Oh, I have you.
Aye. You to join me in death.
Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
They're a cross between the Na'vi and the Ewoks, who sound like they make a mean paella.
The boy's young. He can't learn our ways.
And the most enchanting member of their tribe is Zendaya's Chani. Watch her briefly look over her shoulder for 7 total minutes of screen time. But she sticks around long enough to add another notch to her cute little white boy belt. Pucker up, Ben Wolfhard. You're next. They're joined by a massive ensemble of beloved character actors, speaking 3 monotone lines apiece like it's an audition tape for Yale drama, including Polka Dot Man as a human computer who dies right away, Thanos as a well-meaning aristocrat who disappears right away, Aquaman, who dies but only after a while, and Poe Dameron as a space aristocrat who dies right away, because if he were on the screen any longer, the audience would die from excessive horniness. Duke. But hey, at least Batista survives. He doesn't do too much besides stand there with his mouth open, but he's alive. Gotta give him that. So whether you catch it on the big screen or HBO Max, or skip it entirely to focus on Twitter arguments about where movies are supposed to be watched, prepare for a film with more stunning visuals of giant hovering spaceships than Jeff Bezos' PowerPoint drafts folder. That's definitely among the best films of 2021, as long as you've already read the book and can fill in all the missing character development, don't care that it randomly ends halfway through the actual story, or oblivious to the fact that the Middle East actually has a number of professional actors, and have 2.5 hours to kill watching a contract dispute between the ExxonMobils of tomorrow. But hey, if you don't watch it now, you'll be totally lost when they put Harry Styles in the metal underwear for part 2. Starring WonkaVision, Trans Moms, The Spice Must Po, The Mandala Shumarapake, Ho 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 Ho, Shaved Batista, Zendaya is Johnny, Dunkin' Go Nuts, Moving to the Desert, Gonna Find Me a Lot of Sieges, Dry Dock, and Just the Tip. Yeah, they probably won't hang full worm until Dune 5, when Paul's kid makes himself into one and befriends the reanimated corpse of Jason Momoa. The books get real weird. Strap in, folks.
Very spies.
I'm sorry, but what the heck is this? A giant ant with human hands? You can't just lay this on us and move on, Denis. I don't care how much ground you have to cover. I demand context. This episode is sponsored by the Amazon Fire TV Omni series. Get Amazon's first hands-free TV at Amazon.com today. When you see the Baron, remember the tooth. Save the hacker. Hack the world. How dare you look at me in that tone of voice?